Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, owner of Texas Art and Soul and founder of Paint Party Headquarters. And I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties in person, online, and with art kits. So I am bringing you 4 more Paint Party Headquarters sisters that are going to be sharing their story and a little bit about what is going on with them. So if y'all don't mind, could you please share some love whenever I bring them up? And I just want to say thank you so much for those of y'all that watched me in Pixie a few minutes ago. I didn't know what she was going to say there at the end. So it's always fun when kids talk and you don't know what they're going to say. So I thought that was hilarious. All right. So we're going to go ahead and bring up, and let's have Heidi first. We have another Heidi. So Heidi, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Okay. So Heidi, first off, just go ahead and share what your business is and where you are in the world.
So my business is She Shed Arts, and you can find me on Facebook. You can also find me at sheshedarts.com. So both of them are the same, easy to find. I am in Eaton, Ohio, so Southwest Ohio, just a little north of Cincinnati, so right in the Midwest.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. So can you share with us a little bit? I mean, the whole point of this is kind of to just let people know what kind of success people are having doing paint parties, either online, in person, or art kits, or what is going on in your art world. So share a little bit about what's happened for you in the past couple months.
Okay, so I'm just real excited about what I'm doing with my business simply because I really feel that I have a wider reach than what I've ever had before. And a lot of that is really because of my story of how I found you. So when I first started, I started teaching paint parties back in 2018, and I really only knew about the art end of it. I had no clue anything about the marketing end. So that when I found you online, that was really my big push of why I wanted to join Paint Party Headquarters, because that was something I was lacking, and I really wanted to learn that marketing end to bring my business out there to the world. So that was the best business decision I ever made. My biggest thing is with my art, I really have a niche group that I do. I teach all things about dot mandalas and mandala painting and mandala jewelry making. So it's a very niched out group. And what I have found out when I first got started with it, I didn't think there were hardly any people doing this type of artwork. And I started my group at the end of 2017. And through the marketing and just everything that I've done and going out and doing paint parties, I have really gained quite a following. And my private group that I have has over 11,000 people in it. So I just get so excited when I think that I have the opportunity to share that love of that style of artwork with so many different people. So that's just my big have, and I'm really looking forward to taking that and turning it into a membership. So that's really the direction that my business is going, and I never would have made it there if I hadn't had your wonderful teaching. So it's just been a lot of fun.
Okay, so that is crazy. So did y'all hear what she has? 11,000 people in a private group. How the heck did you pull that off?
Well, I tell you what, it was kind of crazy. When I first started doing the painting the dot mandalas, I just was doing it for just a therapy kind of thing. I had kind of gone through a bad breakup with my marriage of 20 plus years. And the crazy thing is, I had been an artist in my younger years, and I went through 20 years of never picking up a paintbrush. And I went off on my own. My girls all of a sudden realized their mom was an inner artist came out in me, and I really just started sharing what I was doing. And I had some girlfriends that told me, they were like, oh my gosh, you need to teach some classes on this. Can you show us how to do this? And that was so encouraging to me that they really wanted to learn the style of artwork that I was doing. So I really just started branching out. I had no clue what I was doing. I went to the local winery and I said, hey, can I teach this class here? And they were kind of like, well, we've got an artist here, but what are you doing? And I showed them my style of art, and they said, oh, that's really different. Yeah, we'd love to have you come. And I started with my winery. My first class had 30 people in it. And of course, I was just flabbergasted because I had never taught an art class before in my life. And here I was teaching something totally different than what the ladies that were coming to art classes had ever done before. And I really just dove in. But once I got going with it, I realized, oh my goodness, I need some training on how to do what I'm doing here with these paint parties. And because I was doing something so different, I knew I had to find somebody that really knew what they were talking about. So I just started Googling paint parties, how to, and that's how I ran across you. And it just all blossomed from there. I started this little group thinking that I would support my local ladies who were doing the dot painting. And it grew from my local ladies to around the area. And then all of a sudden it started getting organic growth, and just crazy things started happening in this group. And now I have over 100 countries in this group. It's phenomenal. And I have so many people that are just doing amazing artwork in this group. And it's just a community. I absolutely love it.
That is unreal, because here's the thing, like I'm so excited for you, because in Paint Party Headquarters, we have everybody from stage 1, the hopeful artist, all the way to stage 5, the money-making artist. And then my job is to help you see the possibilities, that it's not just, okay, you start making money teaching paint parties in person or even online or even art kits, but to see that possibility of, okay, here's another step, like what Heidi's wanting to do, a membership, like what I do, and then turning it into something else. So now she has a private group of 11,000 people. And now you've gone on to learn from my mentor as well, Stu McLaren. And
yes,
so
yes.
I'm just so excited for you, because it's just awesome, because I think so many times in this world, we could be like, I don't want to tell you what to do. Like, I don't want to tell you where to go. I don't want to tell you where I'm finding this out. I don't want to tell you how to do it. But you're doing it, and you have something totally different than what I'm offering people. And you're able to offer this to a ton of people. I mean, I can't wait to hear what happens between now and the next year for you. I think you're.
Oh, I know. Me too. I am so excited about it, because just the fact that you have shared your mentor with the group is just phenomenal, because I am just so excited to have you as my mentor, and then to add your mentor on top of that is just phenomenal. So yeah, all good things. I'm excited.
I am so excited for you. Okay, so what would you tell somebody, maybe like what kind of tip would you give somebody who's thinking about doing this online paint party thing, or art kits, or Facebook Lives? Like, what's your biggest tip to leave somebody?
So my biggest thing, this is something I learned a long time ago. When you think about something as far as a dream and something that you really want to do, find someone who is doing that dream, and you find the person who is doing that dream successfully, and you learn from them, and you pick up step by step what they're doing, and just follow along in their footsteps, because they're going to lead you along the path of success. And that's my biggest thing that I can take away from this, because when I find people that are doing exactly what I want to do, I know those are the people I need to listen to.
Yeah, and it's so true, because you'll find people sometimes that look like they're doing what you think they want them to do, and then there's people out there that are really walking the walk, and
exactly.
So you do have to be careful, because and that's the thing too. Like, my paint party's canceled right along with y'all's whenever COVID happened. So I'm definitely one of those people, like what I'm doing in teaching, I'm also doing. So yeah, I love that, Heidi. I'm the same way. I want to learn from somebody who's already made those mistakes. So I'm the same way. Always have somebody who can mentor me and show me and make it a lot faster. So, man, I am so excited for you.
Me too. Thank you so much. I'm excited too.
Well, thank you for taking the time to be here. And again, go ahead and tell us where they can find you again. So in case people want to go like your Facebook page, or maybe join, because it's a free group, right, that they can join?
Sure, yeah. So the Facebook page is She Shed Arts, and I'm in Eaton, Ohio. So there are a few different variations to that Facebook name. So just look for She Shed Arts in Eaton, Ohio. My group is called Love, Dots, and Mandalas. So it's all about mandalas and dot painting. So Love, Dots, and Mandalas. And you can also find me on my website at sheshedarts.com, and all those links are there on the website.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking time to share your story, and we really, really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I love being in the group.
All right, guys, if y'all don't mind, if you'll just show some love to the other Heidi, and if you can leave a comment about what you really liked about her story, let us know in the comments. Okay, so the next person I'm going to bring up is somebody near and dear to my heart. All of them are, obviously, but I'm going to bring up Lakila, and she is, where'd she go? Hold on.
Right, I'm right here.
I was like, maybe I won't bring up Lakila right now. Okay, Lakila, welcome. It's so good to see you. Can you tell everybody what your business name is and where you are in the world?
I am in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and my business name is Heart Beyond the Canvas.
Well, welcome. Thanks for being here to share a little bit about your story, because your situation is a little bit different, because you have we were just talking about this a minute ago, your business name, Heart Beyond the Canvas. And when did you start painting on canvas?
December 2017 was the first time that I painted, and I just felt like the spirit was telling me to paint. So I had gotten some canvases. I laid them out. It's probably 8 o'clock at night, and I painted until 6 o'clock in the morning. And what came out of it was this wall mural. And before that time, I was not a painter. I was always crafty, crochet, knit, but never a painter. And from that time on, I knew that the Lord had birthed something, but it was abstract. So abstract mixed media. So nothing like what you all do in Paint Party headquarters. And it was not supposed to be a business or anything. It was just something that was being birthed in me.
That's so cool. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your story. So what brought you to Paint Party headquarters, and kind of what is making you stay?
So I had written one time my thoughts on being in Paint Party headquarters. I think it was a year ago. I joined May last year, 2019.
Yeah. So
right? Yeah. May 2019. And I did not do any form of art for about almost 4 months after I joined. And I would post in the group, when do I get to art? Because it was all learning, sheer learning, like stuff I didn't have any idea about it, but I was just soaking up everything that I was seeing in the group, in your units, and oh my gosh, Lord. So I didn't even get to get started. My first 2 parties that I booked, they canceled on me. So, that was a bit of a downer, but I went in the group and everybody was like, no, just keep going. Just keep going. And I was like, okay, word, I'm gonna keep going. So I'm just gonna read what I had written about you in this group. I can't even tell you how I found Heidi Easley on YouTube, but I clicked her video anyway. 2.5 hours later, I was convinced that I had found my sister from another mister. I shed tears when I heard her heart for people and getting them to create, because the Father in heaven gave us all the ability to create. I posted a comment and I watched more of her videos the next day. Within the week, I had joined. I was looking for that. I had joined. I knew she was the answer to my desire to do anything with my art as more than a hobby. And she was. Heidi and her Paint Party headquarters are the most inviting, invigorating, encouraging, consistent, knowledgeable, and willing group of people I've ever come across. This is a community like no other. And I don't even call it community. It's more like a dorm, because that's how close the women are. It's like knocking on the door and saying, girl, I need such and such, or do you know what he did to me today? Or it's more like a dorm. It really is a sisterhood, and now some brothers. Yeah. But the amount of knowledge, guidance, expertise, advice, practice, and experience are second to none. If I am not successful, in quotes, at hosting parties, it has nothing to do with Heidi and Paint Party headquarters. They literally refuse to let you fail. Heidi and many of the women have a heart after the Lord and take service to others very seriously. And like I said, kindred sisters, take the leap to invest in your goal. Be prepared to put the information you gain into practice and know that in this group, you are truly never alone.
When did you write that?
Sometime last year. I'm not
Oh
sure.
my gosh, I never knew that. You're making me cry.
Were you making me cry?
I was gonna keep it together today. Oh my gosh, that is just so awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you wrote that a year ago. So Lakila, we just love her so much in the group. Like, you were at Paint Party Business Live and you opened us up. I mean, like, I was like, after your prayer, I was like, okay, we don't even need to do anything else. Like, we're done, right? Like, we're done. But you just have such a spirit about you that just draws people towards you. And the way you have, I mean, like, I'm so bad with words and I can't say words right half the time. And I can't say editable, like that stupid word. One day I will.
You got it.
Yeah. Did I get it? Did I get it?
You got it.
Yes. But like, you have such a beautiful way with words. And I don't know, you're just such a light in this group. And I think you're right. Like it is like a dorm. Like, hey, what do you have? You need some help, or and everybody helps each other. Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing that. I had no idea you wrote that. So on that note of me losing it and you losing it, so what would you like to say maybe as far as maybe, I know you've done a lot of like different types of paint parties before the shutdown. Of course we're going to have in person again, but what would you say to the person out there that's kind of like, I just don't know, like, well, what would you tell them?
Well, so for one, I wanted to come on here because my story is going to be different. Everybody on here has, there's so many stories. It's like New York City, 8 million stories in the city. And mine is a little different than everyone that has been on here because I always say I don't draw, but I don't even call mine paint parties because I do too much painting. I do art parties or art socials. So, somehow succulents and ceramics found me, and now macrame has found me. So
did you make that?
I did. Mm-hmm.
I love
so my heart is for people to do things that they don't have to copy. So I don't know how this macrame is going to work out, but things that they don't have to copy so that they realize that creativity is in all of us. It's God-given, like everybody has it. It just comes out differently. And I want them to know that the product is not what's most important, at least not in my art socials. The product is not what's most important. It is the process. And I encourage them and I do the motto. And by the end of the night, they're saying the motto to everybody else, like, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, girl. Because they all know. When they ask me, does this color look right? And I go, I don't know. Does that color look right? And I go, oh. So I don't guide them until I guide with logistics, but they're always excited and grateful with what comes out. But what I wanted to say was, when you talk about successful, when I said in quotes successful, because I think everybody needs to define their term of success, their definition of success. So everyone's is different. For me, a major part of Paint Party Headquarters is being able to use your stuff and everybody's paintings and things, but I don't. But don't think that if you do an art that's different than what Heidi does and what a lot of the women do, that you cannot glean from this group, because there's so much more in it. I became the person who would walk up to a stranger or walk inside of a strange store and like blah 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 blah. And would you like to host an art social? And we can get some pictures in here, and you just give them something to do. And that was not me. My husband would have to try and sell me. My husband would have to tell people that I am a wedding officiant. My husband would have to tell people that I did not open my mouth. But now, who? Me. You can glean so much. For me right now, my business is on hiatus, and it's my choice. It's not because people hadn't asked me about kids, but I don't want to right now. I don't want to. So, because packing up a succulent kid is just a whole nother different animal and everything. So I just don't want to. But during this time, I asked the Holy Spirit for inspiration, for new ideas, and I'm doing macrame, and now I just was teaching myself paper flowers. So, my party's canceled and things like that, but I still post on my page to keep my name out there. And if you're thinking like, well, I don't want to do that kind, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want, but glean what's behind it, the marketing, the social networking, the tracers. If you want to flip something, if you want to tweak something, do that. The vendors that she can put you in contact with, it is so truly worth it, regardless of what type of creativity you engage in. And just like for me, when I came in, I didn't even have a particular art. This found me while I was in the group. It found me. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. We'll be waiting.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I wish I could sing. I would have joined you, but then it would have ruined your sound. Oh my gosh. Lakila, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for sharing that letter. That means so much to me. And everybody, she's right. There's so much more to this than just paint parties. I've said that and I'll say it 1,000 times again. My whole goal for you is to always remember, like, it's more than just that. We're sharing God's love through art. We're, being able to connect to each other. And besides all of that, the making money while doing something fun is just bonus. But Lakila, as you're taking a break right now, like, I want all of the artists and creatives out there, and I want to hear it myself. Like, it's okay for us to take breaks. It's okay for us to like recharge and then recreate new stuff. Like, that's totally fine. And that's a process of being an artist and a creative too. So I'm glad you brought that out. So, well, happy 1-year anniversary with Paint Party Headquarters.
Woohoo!
Well, we love you. And tell them again where they can find you.
I am only on Facebook at Heart Beyond the Canvas. So facebook.com/Heart Beyond the Canvas, which was so apropos because you won't find any canvas at my parties.
Hey, maybe soon. You painted the butterfly on your birthday, so
I did.
Yeah. Did your husband ever finish this?
He did. He didn't like it, but I told him, watch your mouth. Because it's creativity.
Doesn't he know the motto?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Okay. Well, thank you for being on here. We appreciate you. And yeah, go like her on Facebook. And please let us know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was from Lakila. All right. See you soon. Bye, Lakila. Okay, so we just heard from Lakila and we also heard from Heidi. So wherever you're at in this stage of art, creativity, wherever you're at, it's okay. So the next person I'm going to bring up is Wendy. Wendy, hello, welcome.
Hey, everybody. How are y'all?
Hello. Okay, so go ahead and tell us what your business name is so we can find you.
It is Paint with Wen-den. It's on Facebook. That's where you'll find me at. And I'm from Manatee, Mississippi.
I love your accent. Like, I love whenever, and I know I don't have an accent, but I always say that. I know I do.
Texas.
Yes, I got a strong Texas accent. Okay, so just tell us, go ahead and share with us, if you don't mind, a little bit about what has happened in the past couple months since you've had to pivot.
Well, we have talked about this before. Pivoting. A lot of people don't like to pivot. A lot of people don't like change. But my thing is, you just have to do it. Jumping into the live stream and doing virtual was a aha moment for me. So it was a strange thing because, like I have said before, people get to see some of your flaws, but in a way that's good because they get to know who you are. And while you're talking and carrying on conversations, they become part of your paint party, and they're there with you, even though you don't see them.
So, okay, so you started doing Facebook Lives, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so was that, oh no, is your phone there? Oh, there you are.
Sorry.
Tag is fine.
I've lost audio.
Real life people, real life. Can you hear me?
Hang on.
Oh,
I cannot
good.
believe this.
Shannon
How do I get
joined.
back up?
Welcome. We have Shannon joined. Who else joined? Oh, Tiffany joined. Welcome. We are
She was
so,
just
so
talking.
excited.
It's on my
We can hear
earpiece.
you.
That's my sister.
Hi.
Oh,
Let me do a little thing.
okay.
Okay, so we'll bring Wendy back in just a second. So we're going to get her to work on her audio. So while we have Wendy doing her audio, we are going to bring up Rita. So Rita, I don't know if Mr. Potter's going to make an entrance as well, but I would love to have him come on for a second if he's okay with that.
Well, he was in here a minute ago, but we're getting ready to do a live at 8 o'clock. We're having a big kiln opening today. So
Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rita, I just love you so much. I feel like
I love you too,
family.
Heidi.
I feel like we're family members. It's just crazy. So I think you were one of the very first people that I helped in my boot camp.
Yeah.
Several years ago. So it's like we've been together for a while now. So
we have.
So tell us. I love it. So tell everybody what your business name is, and then also we're going to talk about what you and Mr. Potter have been up to.
Okay, but first of all, before we do that, I want to do this. Let's party for Heidi. Woohoo! See that? Let's party.
Oh, that's cute. Did you make that?
No, but it's one of those that you stick in a cake.
That is so cute.
I thought that was very timely for you going over 1,000 members in Paint Party Headquarters. Heidi, I am so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you. This is insane. I can't even believe this week. It's been insane.
Well, it's amazing. And, the point of that is spread the love is what I'm saying. Spread the love. So it's so exciting. I've been trying to welcome as many people in as I can. I've been typing away, I'm typing. Does that date me?
Oh, well, thank you so much. I know that everybody's so excited about all the new members, and you and Mr. Potter have just been doing lives like crazy.
He's coming in now.
Woo, here he comes. Here's the famous Mr. Potter. And
how you doing, Miss Heidi?
There he is.
Yeah.
Aren't they the cutest couple ever?
Oh gosh.
Cutest
I
couple.
feel like a cake topper. You know what I mean? It's like.
Okay, so Rita, I want you to share with them what y'all have been doing, because y'all made what, like $1,000 on a Facebook Live the other day?
Well, get this. We totaled it up. It's more than that. It's so exciting. So what we did is, the younger people in this group, their train is faster than ours. We're kind of like the hare and the tortoise. And so everybody else, we did that in our younger days. We went like, just crazy. But now we're a little bit slower, but we still have gifts that we feel like we want to bring to the world, and the enjoyment of getting to know new people and creating. So anyway, what did you ask me?
So y'all, you said you've been doing Facebook Lives, and you said it was
Yeah.
more than $1,000.
Oh yeah. So we went online last week before last, and every day we were on live. Yeah, just like Ken said, just like Heidi told us, we just went on live, and did a bunch of fun things. And when we get on live, we get tickled. Apparently, it just, I don't know, we just get tickled about things. So, and we invited people to come to our house, to social distance. They could come one at a time. We gave them time slots to come to our house and see our pottery and our art. And we then also went online to say that we would, we could take orders online too. But it wound up that we didn't invite everybody because we didn't want our neighbors to be upset about a lot of people coming in. So, but people came in that were coming through the neighborhood or jogging around the neighborhood. The last 2 women that we had were in the neighborhood to draw out a beautiful picture in chalk for a friend to encourage them. They stopped and bought $100 worth.
Wow.
I mean, no, I sold more art than I've ever sold at one time. So we sold $1,463 worth of art on Saturday and the 2 or 3 days afterwards from the orders that were coming in. And Ken has more commissions after that came from that. And I have about $600 or $700 in commissions that people want. So yeah, it's just been kind of crazy. And I ordered an Archon mount. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, you're getting all official.
We're going to do some wonderful time lapse, and that'll help us to work on our lives and stuff. And so we're doing that. And let's see, what else do we do?
Well, we're doing that.
Okay.
I saw some clogging happening on the live.
Oh, yeah, Ken started off because he's called the Clogging Potter. You can find him on his Facebook page, the Clogging Potter. And my grandson got him into that. And I just got in all the brushes and the cups for art kits. So I'm going to start doing that too. And then maybe the virtual will come after that. So we're just going at our own steady pace.
Well, y'all are going faster than a lot of people. So you should be very proud of yourself.
Well, it's, I thought to myself the other day, my sister and I were talking, and she said, Rita, one of the worst times right now, for businesses to be able to make that, and the best we've ever made. I mean, when everything was grand and we were going to shows in North Carolina and all over the place, we never made that in one Saturday. So we are just so blessed. So thank you, Heidi, for all your mentoring and your encouragement, and we'd have never done it without you.
Oh, well, you're so welcome. I just love seeing y'all's lives. I love seeing y'all just have fun with it, because the other day, so in Paint Party Headquarters, Rita posted a little live for our Paint Party Headquarter girls. So if you're in Paint Party Headquarters, you just recently joined.
Don't worry about those roots, girl.
She was going, because I kept saying I gotta wear a hat all the time because my roots. And so Rita started out with like, oh, my roots, I can't. And then the part that cracked me up the most was the crop.
Yeah, I'm growing a whole new crop of age spots. And the wrinkles.
I was just laughing, and then Pixie could hear your voice, and obviously she knows who you are. So she's like, what is she talking about? And I was just sitting here watching and laughing, and she goes, I said, look, you got to watch this part. And I was rewinding, and then Pixie was watching and laughing. So you just made us crack up. So I think
how good do you have to be? How good do you have to be in this life? You got to think about it. Life is fragile and it can be short. And right now it's just kind of crazy. So you might as well grab it by the tail and go with it. And so just get over yourself, get over your wrinkles. Like I said the other day, I've earned every single one of them.
I love that.
From being worried about my children being out too late, same as I gave my parents, and, or being happy or sad, you earn all those things. So we have a right to that. So
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I love that. So, okay, so I know you're going live here in 20 minutes, and they're going to be wanting to run off of here to go get on your live. So what, any final thoughts on just any of the stuff y'all been doing, or success, or whatever you want to say?
Well, I was thinking about that. I think that the piece of advice I would give everybody, they're already doing, and that's to join a group that loves you and encourages you and stands right beside you to help you realize your dreams, and you've talked about this many times. Sometimes our families don't understand. Sometimes our friends don't understand. I've experienced some of that. So, and they're like, gosh, you're painting. What do you do? And I'm like, and I'm having the best time of my life. So, I think just finding a group of people that love you and care for you. And that is truthfully what I found in this group. And that started from you. So, I mean, I knew the minute, it's like Lakila said, I knew the minute that I saw you online and laid eyes on you and heard the things come out of your mouth that were so loving and encouraging, that this was the place for me. And so really, and I've told you this before, I'd pay the money just to come in here and see you all the time. Honestly, if I never did another thing, just to come in and be with you, because we can't be together because you're in Texas and I'm in North Florida, I'd do it. I'd do it. And I have done it, because there's been times when I haven't had the opportunity, or that, things got in the way, or my own stubbornness or whatever. So yeah, I'd do it a million times over. So
Oh,
I love you. I love you, love you, love you, Heidi.
I love you
I
too.
love Bobby. I love Pixie. I love Blue.
We love y'all too. I mean, y'all mean so much to our family, and
Can't wait to see you in October.
the only one is coming. Ah, those of y'all that don't know, we started Paint Party Business Live last year, and we sold out of tickets in like 10 hours for this year. So I'm trying to figure out, like, can we do a second event? Like, what can happen? Because it's just, now that we're growing, I'm like, oh, I just hate that we can't have everybody there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you'll be there. Mr. Potter will be there. He'll be bringing
Yeah.
lots of pottery to sell. And then you're going live on Rita's Creative Studio, right? At 8:00?
Yeah. And the Clogging Potter. So you can find us at either one of those places. So we're going to open up a brand new kiln. There's some exciting things in there.
Yay. So y'all go share some love at Rita's Creative Studio. And if y'all want to see the whole clogging thing and all of that stuff, go check her out, because they have some fun lives. And y'all are just such a great example of just having fun in this paint party adventure. I just love it so much. So thanks for being here, Rita.
All right. Let's everybody celebrate. We love you. Thanks so much.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So Rita and Mr. Potter, they are just two special people, and they both are so creative, and they just go for it. Like they don't care. Like they just go for it. And I love that about them. And so I've stayed at their house, during me and Pixie have stayed at their house. I was actually there on my birthday a couple years ago. And when I woke up, we had to leave early to go to the next party, because we were doing like 5 paint parties in 10 days or something. It was crazy. It was like across several states, and we were staying at different people's houses. We stayed at Aunt B's house, who's in Paint Party headquarters. We stayed with Rita, who's in Paint Party headquarters. And it was my birthday. And when I woke up that morning, I came into the kitchen, and they were both singing to me. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was a special moment. So, so we just love all of our Paint Party headquarters sisters. And we have a few brothers too. And so we just want to hopefully encourage you that it is definitely a safe place where you can come and create and be prayed for, and just all of those great things. So we're going to go ahead and go to Wendy. We'll see if I think it's working. Yay!
Yes.
I can hear
Sorry.
you. No, it's okay. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. So I was like, I can hear you. And I was like, well, we better do it. So that worked out great, because
It totally kicked me off. I apologize.
No problem. Okay, so share it with everybody, the name of your business again.
Paint with Wen-den, Manatee, Mississippi.
You got it. Okay, awesome. And then I want you to share, because in the past 2 months you've had to pivot, and I know you were talking right before that not everybody likes to pivot, right? So
No.
what happened when you started doing your Facebook Lives? Like, because I know you weren't really wanting to do that.
No, not for the virtual paintings at all. Now I've done a few lives and everything, get the paint party business because I've been going by what you say do and everything. And so it got easier. So when it come to this point on the pivoting of doing virtual, uh, it was different because, you're painting in front, like it's caught on camera. They can rewind it, they can look at it, catch flaws if they want to, that sort of thing. But if you're being yourself, you just get on there. The people that are going to watch you are going to watch you. I think Heidi touched on that. Just that group's going to follow you. You're going to find people that are the same as you are, and that's who will go along with you. So the hardest part was just getting over. I hate to say fear, but when it's putting you in the spotlight, it's a little different
It
than in
is.
front of a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. Like so many people are like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, and then
Yeah.
you do. Like, I dare you, anybody out there watching, if you're like, oh, you're doing lives, it's not that big of a deal, whatever, go to your Facebook and hit the live button and then see how your heart just all of a sudden beats out of your chest uncontrollably.
Yeah.
So it's weird, isn't it, how that happens?
Yes, it is. But you just start talking like you're talking to a million people that's
Yes.
there, and you just act like you're just talking to everybody in Mississippi, my state, Texas, your state. But like you say, this is so much bigger than that. You could reach anybody from, Massachusetts to wherever, Utah, it doesn't matter. Whoever gets on Facebook will find you some kind of way.
Yeah, it's true. So you started Facebook Lives, what, not even 2 months ago? And about how many do you think you've done now?
And I know I've done 2 virtual parties since that's happened. So yay me.
Yay, that's
Now,
awesome.
but Facebook Lives I've been doing throughout since we started, like in November when you said start doing, like putting your Facebook Live, just if you're painting a canvas or if you're
Wendy.
introducing your company, uh, which that part was easier than, I don't know, I guess carrying on a conversation like we are now, keeping it going and that sort of thing. I was nervous about that part and
Right.
everything. So yeah.
So 2 virtual paint parties, and are those paid or were you doing guinea pig ones?
My first one was a guinea pig one, and then the second was a paid. I had about 5 join, but I'll take that 5, and it'll grow from there.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. And that's the thing.
That's right.
When you're doing like in-person parties and then all of a sudden you have to pivot and learn a whole new skill, And so now, it's just like when you start doing parties, you are, you're trying it, you're doing it, and then it's the people that keep being consistent are the ones that are going to do it. So I am so proud of you. And have you had any luck, or have you tried to sell kits, or are you not doing that yet?
I'm not doing the kits thing at the moment. I was actually debating. I see all these cute little, pictures coming across that everybody's sharing and you're sharing, and I really am debating that as we speak, actually. So
is it the fear of just like scared to put it out there, or what's going on with the debate?
I think maybe making sure I have the material
Got it.
would be my thing, getting it all together, and I've got to look a little bit more research on like how much time it's going to take me to do all that once I get started. So
yeah, and it just depends too. Some people really love doing that and are having massive success. Other people would rather go the virtual, and just have the supply list handed to them. So it really is just a personal choice. I just want to make sure y'all know there's different ways of doing this. Yeah, there's different ways. So what would you tell somebody out there that's scared of doing a Facebook Live? What would you say? I know we're all like, let's just try it, just do it. But is there something that like really, I don't know, really made the difference for you that made you start doing them?
I believe just the excitement that I got from this group made me jump on in there and do it, because I'm an introvert most of the time, but whenever I get out, I talk to people. So on the lives, whenever you just do it. I mean, you have to do it nervous, fearful. You just have to jump in there, and you're going to think that if you're holding your phone, your hand's going to be going like this. So you have to get steady somewhere, you know. But you do that first one. Just jump in, do the first one. You know, make that commitment that you're going to do it. And just, even if you're on there for 30 seconds to a minute, you know, but then you build it up as you go. Less nerves later.
Yes. And plus, like I always say, people who have accents, like I love your accent. I'm like, we just want to listen to you talk. Like and talk. We just want to listen.
Right, the Southern Belle. I'm not really a Southern Belle, but I am definitely close to that.
I love it. I love it. So we're so happy you're in Paint Party headquarters, and I'm so happy. And congratulations on your first 2 virtual paint parties. I know it's the first 2 of many, so we're really
Yes.
excited for you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here, Wendy, and we'll see you soon.
All right, I appreciate it.
I forgot.
What?
Where can they
What?
find you, just in case?
Oh,
They can go
just
like
in
you.
case.
They need to go like
Yes,
you.
that's right. They need to go like me and follow me on Paint with Wen-den and on Facebook. And then I'm Wendy Edmonds if you need to find me any other kind of way.
Yes, Paint with Wen-den. So go find her, follow her on Facebook, and I'm sure she would appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, Wendy. We'll see you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys. You have just heard from several different paint party ladies from all over the country. And I just want to invite you. Now, we close the doors tonight at midnight. This will be the last time you can join for $35 a month. And the reason we close the doors, it's not that we're trying to be mean and, you have to make a decision right now and you can never get in. It's not that. It's just that our team puts so much effort into Paint Party headquarters that we have to be fully focused so that we can help them. So we offer twice a year. We open the doors in May and September, and we're just so happy to welcome hundreds of new members. Very, very excited. You're going to have a loving group that's there to support you and help welcome you as soon as you get in. All I want to do is just really ask for your grace as you do join. So when you join, here's what happens. You push the button to join. There should be a link at the front or, I don't know, somewhere on this page. And then whenever you go to join, it's going to ask for you to pay, obviously. It's $35 a month. You can cancel at any time. But when you get in that price, which will be going up in September, you're going to be grandfathered in at that price. Now, once you pay, you're going to get a welcome video from me and a little surprise in that welcome video. And then you're going to have 2 links that you can go to. The first link is going to bring you to the private Facebook group. Now, that group, you can't just go straight in. It will have pending questions in there to make it easier for Brendan, who you'll get to know Brendan very well. She does all my video editing and pretty much keeps me on schedule and on track and everything else awesomeness. She will be adding you into the Facebook group tomorrow. So if you get in earlier, that's awesome. She's ahead of schedule, but if not, just give us some grace while we add everybody in. The second thing, the second link is going to give you direct access to our membership hub. So this membership hub is every single training we've had for 2 years. Now, I say this because I want you to not get overwhelmed, okay? Because you can get in there and you can start watching every single thing and be like, oh my gosh, it's too much. I'm going to throw up and I can't do this and I need to cancel right now. Oh, this is too much, right? Please, you're an adult. We didn't want to block everything from you because really we only want you focused on 3 things right now, okay? 3 things. The welcome video, which will come to your email as soon as you pay. The art kit video, which will come to your email as soon as you pay. And then the third thing is going to be the virtual paint party series. It's a 3-part video series training that is specifically for doing virtual paint parties. Now, you may ask, well, Heidi, don't you have the stuff for in-person? Yes, I have all of that and more, so much more. But what I want you to do is only focus on those 3 things right now, because if you try to binge watch everything, you will literally be so overwhelmed. And can I get a pinky promise? Everybody, pinky promise. When I sign up, I will not binge watch every single training, okay? Because on Monday at 6 p.m., we're going to have a big welcoming ceremony where I'm going to really show you the ropes, kind of guide you. But tomorrow you're going to be let into the Facebook group. And so I don't want you to get in there and go, this is crazy, because I promise you we are going to be helping you, hand holding you the whole time, but we really just want your patience as we get going. Okay, guys, I am so excited. I can't wait to see you in there. And we have had so many people join, and I just am so happy. Lakita says Brendan is a G. Yeah, she is definitely she is an integral part. Did I say that word right? I think I said a big word right. Intricate. Oh, I wish I could say really big words. Glenda joined. Welcome, Glenda. I can say that word. So she is a big part of this, and she's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So just give us grace as we get you where you're supposed to be. But just remember, the main thing is that welcome video. So you can get that information out. And then the thing is put on your calendar for 6 p.m. on Monday, May 18th, we are going to be doing a big welcoming ceremony, helping you get your feet wet, know where to go, because it's kind of like you're starting a school or something like that. Like you don't know where your locker is, or you don't know where this is, and we're going to help you get prepared and show you where to go. Also tonight I have, oh yes, I said the words right. Yay! Oh, and Trisha rejoined. Okay, this is what I love about Paint Party Headquarters. I've seen 2 people today, and there may be more, but sometimes people leave and then they come back because they like it. They want to be there. So I am so glad you rejoined. That's awesome. Integral. I don't know. Okay, so I'll think about that later. Integral. Now it's just sounding weird. And so my last thing is I am going to finish off tonight and doing a Facebook Live. It'll probably be around 8:30 p.m. I'm not going to quote myself on that, but probably around 8:30, 8:45-ish tonight. I'm going to be doing a really cool patriotic for Memorial Day. Remember, as a member of Paint Party Headquarters, you are going to have access to the tracer. You're going to have access to that exact design immediately as a member. So I'm just excited to share with you a brand new design I'm going to be bringing to you tonight. And so try to tune in again around 8:30, 8:45. I'll post something to let you know for sure when, but we're going to go take a quick dinner break, and then I'll come back here in a little bit. And then guys, you have until midnight. So join Central Time. We are in Central Time. So for NYC, for New York City, you will be at probably around 9:45. So we'll go take a quick dinner break, and then I'll come back and I'm going to show you a brand new painting we're releasing to Paint Party Headquarters. I'm going to be painting it live, and I'm just so happy to welcome so many of you in. All of you that have joined, we are excited for you. We've been praying for you, and we can't wait to help you. All right, guys, I will see y'all in a couple of hours. Bye.